the wage order also covers split shift premiums. If anyone's not familiar with split shift, right, that's going to be any shift that's interrupted by a 30-minute or longer period that's not a bona fide meal period. So let me put that word salad into concrete terms, okay? So a split shift would be an example. Someone comes in and they work the lunchtime, like you need a little double coverage for meal prep or something at the lunch hour. They're supposed to go home. Then they come back and work another 6 hours for the evening, showers, get everybody into bed. By releasing that employee for 3 or 4 hours in the middle of the day, you've created a split shift. And the wage order says, and the labor code for that matter, that a split shift premium is required. That's an extra 1 hour's pay because they worked a split shift. I like to remember and explain the split shift like this. Listen, it wasn't so long ago that I didn't have a bar number and I was an employee and I did clock my hours. And it's a pain to go back and forth from the job site. So the way the government sees it is if you're going to force people to go back and forth to clock in and out, then they should be rewarded for that with this extra hour of pay. So you all control your schedule. So maybe you don't schedule split shifts, but if you do, you should be aware of the split shift rule and premium, as well as the exception that perhaps Yvonne wants to mention. Yes. Thank you. So I have a question about whether this split shift premium applies to live-in caregivers. And that is exactly the exception that I wanted to talk about. So to bring this together, right, we talked about the labor code. The labor code says that split shifts exist. The wage order is for us. And the wage order says, if you're a live-in, you don't have to pay split shift premiums. So again, let's put this into practice. If I have a live-out employee, it would make no sense to have them work 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at lunch, and 4 hours in the evening. That's 2 split shift premiums. If I have a live-in employee, however, I'm free to set their schedule like that because they are exempt from the split shift premium by way of wage order 5. So thanks for that great question and pointing out that exception.